jumped into the DJ booth. Hey Pete, what's this record? Ciao, this is Alex Gaudino, and this is the story of Destination Calabria. I come from a little city close to Salerno, in the south of Italy. It's the same region of the beautiful Campania, where you find Positano, Amalfi, and Naples. My father got a place close to a little radio station. I was something like 13, 14 years old with my bicycle, and I was fascinated. That was the place where I started to touch turntables, mixer, and vinyls. Of course, my first party that I can remember was where the birthday party of my friends, mixing 2 audio tapes. Then I started to play really with the turntables like a real DJ, you know. My first club was a club called Acadi in the south of Italy, in Calabria. This region always comes in my life. And that was magical. So it was in the 1991. My first official club. From there, I met some other Italian big names DJs with I had a great friendship. They told me, if you really want to do this, you need to move to Milan. At that time was the capital for the music business. Biggest radio station, record companies were there. So I said, my mom, okay, I need to move to Milan for some months. I want to be a DJ. I just moved for 3 months, no more. Don't you worry, I'll be back. That happened in the 1993, January 16th. Now are in 2025. My mom every year, the 16th of January, says the same thing. You know, you told me 3 months. Once in Milan, I had not enough money to live only DJing, so I found another work. And I started to work at the Flying Records. That was a legendary company where I had the luck to work with great people, and they were very strong and very important especially in the house music scene, because they ran a label called UMM that was essential for every DJ. Then I ran Rise Records, one of the strongest label, signing records like The Temperor, Black Legend, and many other #1 club beats. I realized that was the moment to start to produce by myself. In 2002, I did this song called Destination Unknown with Maurizio Nari, my studio partner, Sharon Melin, a very good songwriter. And it was in a night, Maurizio just left with his girlfriend. And I was on the other room with Sharon writing the song. So that was funny because we was writing something happy, something, you know, a journey, destination, stuff like that. And he was crying, almost crying on the other room.
I left my job, my boss, my car, and my home. I'm leaving for a destination I still don't know. Somewhere nobody must have duties at all. And if you like this, you can follow me. So let's go. Follow me. And let's go to the place where we belong and leave our troubles at home. Come with me. We can go to the paradise of love and joy, a destination unknown.
I wanted to have Sam Albernick to feature the record because she just did It Just Won't Do It in Deluxe, and I love it. But she said, no, I don't know, I'm not very convinced about this track. So, okay, so my second thought was Crystal Waters because she did Gypsy Woman track. She accepted, so we did the song and we released it. We had very good feedback. Pete Tong played it. We did good, but not enough. Same year, I was in a club in Riccione called Ecos, a place where every DJ wanted to play. And special guest of the night was Pete Tong. And so he played this track with this sax riff. I was like, what's this? So I jumped into the DJ booth. Hey Pete, what's this record? He showed me the cover of the track that was this Rune Calabria on Credence. Oh, I say, wow, I have to sign to my label. And I did it. After a few years, I was not satisfied of the results of Destination Unknown, the first release, because I really believed in that track. And I started to think about what kind of sample can use to let the song work properly. My attention went on the Calabria sax riff. So I started to work in the studio with my studio partner Maurizio Nari, and that was, wow, this could be huge, you know, because that sax riff was matching perfectly with the song. So once we finished, we sent to Dipesh Parmar, that was the A&R guy at Ministro Sound, that is a very good friend of mine, and they say, "Hey Alex, this sounds amazing, so let's move on." I started myself to play in the clubs to see what were the feedback, and the crowd was, you know, unbelievable. So at the end of the day, we had a number 4 in the UK sales chart, number 1 all over the world. So it's been amazing. It's been amazing. When we started the promotion, first feedbacks were amazing. All house DJs, as music DJs, played it. On the other side, also commercial DJs played it because of the potential, you know, their sax riff and the song, and it works so well. I realized that this potential when I played it in France for the first time in a club in Paris. Everybody jumping like crazy, and everybody po 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 po, and then the Destination. I say, wow, I can never forget that.
Follow me and let's go to the place where we belong and leave our troubles at home.
But the video, I haven't any connection with the production of the video, but of course the label informed me. And that period, if you remember, that was this kind of a fashion way to make that video called Sexy Videos. The Satisfaction, Eric Prydz, and many others. And it was a trademark for Ministry of Sound, especially. The first week, at that time, YouTube was not like today. We made 100,000 plays in 1 week.
Destination unknown, no, 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 no.
When I play in some places around the world, there are still some dancers with the same dress of the video, and you say, wow, after all these years.
I'm leaving for a destination I still don't know. Somewhere nobody must have beauties at all. And if you like this, you can follow me. So let's go. Follow me.
The record's been released in 2007, and we had amazing results because it's been a hit all over the world, and came across the years. Gave the chance to the new generation to know it, and they love it. And that sounds, for me, it's just like how this can happen. I honestly don't know if a record like this can leave a legacy. Happiness, joy to live, for me it's amazing, because, you know, I have a kid of 12 years old, and in his friends at school know the records, you know.
My life got better now, I finally enjoy. Yes, all the people.
I can't forget the first time I heard on Radio 1 when Tong and Jules played it, and it was a dream come true for me. But then Roger played it, Roger Sanchez, many others. I couldn't ask for more, you know, just like that's my life. So there's quite a lot to do, and when you see the result, we work like this for years, you cannot ask for more.
Destination unknown.